Hey everybody, welcome back to Bacon's Bass Place. My name's Aaron Bacon, and today we're going to be talking about something called modular grooves, how to modulate your grooves. So stick around, it's going to be a fun one. Alright guys, if you're new to my channel, I'm going to get you to hit that subscribe button and come back every Friday because we're putting out new awesome bass related videos every Friday, guys, so make sure you stick around for that. Alright, so this week's lesson is about modular grooving. Now what is modular grooving? Modular grooving is to take a rhythmic pattern or even just a generic pattern that you haven't associated to rhythm yet, like we've been doing with our 50 basic slap bass patterns. Those are all generic patterns that are not associated to rhythms. So they don't have to actually be associated to a rhythm. But the way that you modulate it is by taking your pattern and starting it from the next note along. You don't have to do it in order. What you have to do is take your pattern that you're playing and start it from various other notes. Some people like to work through them in order, some people like to just take the ones that they like that are not necessarily in order. Whatever you do, it's a fun way to modulate these grooves and to take one groove, and basically the amount of notes in that groove is the amount of modulations that you can get. So if you have 7 different notes in your groove, you have 7 different modulations of that, 7 different places where you can start on from that groove. Alright, so the groove that we're going to be working with today is open, hammer, slap, pop, slap, pop. Alright, this is a 6-note pattern. Open, hammer, slap, pop, slap, pop. Alright, so that's our basic pattern. I'm going to put a tab up for you so you guys can basically see what I'm trying to do. So the actual pattern that we're going to be modulating today for our example is open, hammer, slap, pop, slap, pop. Okay? I'm just open slapping the A, hammering onto the D flat on the 4th fret, and then I'm going slap. So that's our first 3. 1, open, hammer, slap, A, D flat, and then I'm going pop, slap, pop. Okay? Open, hammer, slap, pop, pop. Open, hammer, slap, pop, pop. Just doing the open A and then everything else on the major third of that 4th fret. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we have 6 different modulations we can do of this one, alright? That's the first one. Open, hammer, slap, pop, pop. What's the next one? Hammer, slap, pop, open. Hammer, slap, pop, open. Hammer, slap, pop, open. Hammer, slap, pop, open. Okay, so what I'm doing to start that on a hammer, I talked about this in last week's video if you saw that, about where you can put the different strokes. And one of the issues there was that you couldn't start with a hammer on, right? Because you need to play that first note first. But when a hammer on is the first note in the pattern, what we're going to do is we're going to do a hammer on out of nowhere, which means I don't actually strike the first note, alright? I'm just doing that. See? This hand is not involved. Just doing that. Okay, so that's going to be our first note. And then we just do it from the rest. So, first one is open, hammer, slap, pop. Now it's hammer, slap, pop, open. See, it's a lot of fun. When you start doing these from different points, they just open up whole new worlds of rhythmic stuff. They give you new ideas. Even if you're not using the whole pattern strictly, just to start it in a new way will totally ignite new grooves in your mind. So that's the first 2, okay? Open, hammer, slap, pop, number 1. Number 2, hammer, slap, pop, open. Number 3, slap, pop, open, hammer. Slap, pop, open, hammer. Right? slap, pop, open hammer. Right? So the more you do this, the more options you get, and the more versatility you get, and the more variations you get in your style, and your playing, and your groove, and it just opens up all these new ideas. This is only one pattern we're modulating, guys. We're going to get into modulating more songs in the future, and it's going to be really fun, and we're going to explore so much stuff, guys, so make sure you stick around. All right, first one, open, hammer, slap, pop, slap, pop. Second one, hammer, slap, pop, open. Third one, slap, pop, open, hammer. Slap, pop, open, hammer. Fourth one, pop, open, hammer, slap. Pop, open, hammer, slap. Alright, so that's a lot of fun, right? Each one of these is going to yield new things for you guys to experiment with. That's the whole point of why we're modulating grooves today. So you guys can open up all these new rhythms. Alright, first one, open, hammer, slap, pop. Second one, hammer, slap, pop, open. Third one, slap, pop, open, hammer. Fourth one, pop, open, hammer, slap. Fifth one, slap, pop, open, hammer, slap, pop. Slap, pop, open, hammer, slap, pop. That's a good one. Slap, pop, open, hammer, slap, pop. Slap, pop, open, hammer, slap, pop. Alright guys, so show me what you're doing. Let me know how's this going for you, because there's all kinds of different things. I'm just touching on the first couple that we're doing just to show you guys what to do, how to do it, to get your own creativity rolling, okay? Let me know how this is going for you. Show me. Write down your combinations in the bottom. OHS, PSP, you know, open, hammer, slap, pop. Write some down there. Let me know which patterns are you guys' favorites. Alright, so we're on the very last one now. Pop, open, hammer, slap, pop, slap. Alright, and I'm mostly using octaves here, guys. Like, I changed it up a little bit, but octaves are, like, a good place to start. It's a little cliched. Everybody says, like, oh, I don't want a slap bass player that's only playing octaves, right? And that's true, but everybody does octaves for a reason. They're strong, you know? It very clearly outlines what note you're trying to hit, so if we're not trying to do anything too fancy, we're just experimenting with patterns, there's nothing wrong with doing some pops. Or doing some octaves, rather, sorry. Pop, open, hammer, slap, pop, slap. That's a cool riff. All these stuff, super cool ways to come up with new stuff. Really, really good for writing your own stuff. What if you just made a riff that just modulated through, you just only need to come up with one pattern, and then you modulate it through all of its modulations, and you come up with like an 11-minute Tool song. It's basically how it works, guys. Alright, that's all the modulations I want to go through today, because I've shown you basically what it is, and we can just spend all day doing this all day. So I just want you guys to really get into this on your own, and I want to get the concept across to you. But there's a couple more fun little bonus tidbits I want to talk about doing this, alright? The first one is that these are not assigned to any rhythm or key or chord or scale or arpeggio or genre or style or groove or nothing. These are completely generic open hammer slap pop. You can do that anyway. Anyway, there are an infinite number of possibilities, guys, okay? So that's the first thing I want to talk about with this, is that you can do these in any damn way that you like, okay? I'm just doing really quick examples of these. Just the first thing that comes under my hands. Right? But if I'm actually going to be writing a piece of music that I want to actually have put work into, you know, I'm probably not going to play something quite so generic. Who knows, though? Ultimately, you got to play what's called for, right? So you can do these in so many different ways. Right? So experiment with it, guys. These are generic patterns that can be applied to any type of structure that you can dream of. Anything. These are generic for that reason, so you can put them to other things. The other thing that I want to mention, and I mentioned it before, but this is really like a key point to this. This is really, really good for coming up with new ideas, even if you're just using the beginning of this pattern, right? Open hammer, slap, pop. It kind of going into the groove is what establishes the groove for me, and then, you know, fills typically come at the end of a groove, not right at the beginning. I mean, sometimes they do. You know, it's music. You're able to write whatever your heart desires, you know. But open hammer, slap, pop, you know. Every like just starting the next one. The first one was starting with the hammer on. You know, there's so many things that if you just go hammer, slap, pop. Right? That's completely different than... Slaps are great. Hammer-ons out of nowhere are even better. Third suggestion, third recommendation, we're going to be doing this in the future on my channel here. I'm going to be making a couple videos about this, but I want you guys to let me know what songs down below you'd like to see this done in, because the third tip here is to modulate grooves from songs that are your favorite grooves, alright? That's a great one. Try doing it. See how it goes, you know? Probably going to be making a video about that one. There's a couple other ones, you know. That's Pow by Larry Graham. I'm going to be making a video modulating that riff. It's a really fun riff, guys, so I think it's going to be astounding to just modulate that. From all the different notes are going to come up with so many things. So let me know in the comments down below which songs you would like to see modulated. Which songs have you modulated? Which songs do you think are too hard to modulate, not worth it? What do you get out of modulating? Is this showing you guys new ideas? Is it helping you write new songs for your band? Is it helping you just understand things from a different point of view? Let me know, guys. I want to hear from you. The last thing is a tip, but it's also just something I want to bring your awareness to. It's something that's almost a bit of a backdraw about modulating grooves like this, according to some people, is that they all end up kind of sounding the same, right? Open hammer slap, pop is very similar to pop, slap, pop, open hammer slap, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's the same one that's just the second half and the first half switched. So the third or fourth pattern, okay? Pop, slap, pop, open, hammer, slap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see, guys, if you keep the rhythms the same, they end up sort of sounding the same. I mean, of course, the accent and the pulse is on a different place, and like the notes are going to end up on weak beats and strong beats, so that adds a lot of different texture. But like, ultimately, if you're picturing the whole thing, and if you're able to just picture it with the beginning here or the beginning here, it's going to sound kind of similar, right? So that's why I like to vary up the rhythms, you know? That's why I like to do these with generic patterns, because you're not stuck to doing one particular rhythm or chord or scale or key or anything, or chord progression. You can put it to whatever you like, alright? So that's what's kind of cool about this, and that's a really good way to make these not all sound the same, okay? Alright guys, that's going to be it for this week. If you liked this lesson, make sure you like and share and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these patterns. If you're also into progressive, psychedelic, hard Canadian rock, check out my band Dizzy Mystics. We just released our full-length album Wanderlost. You can get this bad boy on Bandcamp and CD Baby, and you can stream it on Spotify and all that goodness. So make sure you get that, because this is some pretty wild stuff, I think, if I do say so myself. And hit me up for private bass lessons. Go on to the About section of my channel. You'll see my email there. You can send me an email inquiring about private bass lessons. We can hook it up on Facebook, Skype, WhatsApp. We can do whatever your heart desires. And if you're in Winnipeg, get at me and we'll do it in person, all right? So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Come back every Friday. I'm Aaron Bacon. We'll see you later.